The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Eifert has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the Panther first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively. offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Sly on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check. Fresno.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 46-yard line.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Defense all day. Watch the ship,
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers 3, Ravens nothing.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
Baltimore.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
You 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, switch gears.
13.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now this throw caught left side. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
7, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Mike 54.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
Joey Sly lining up.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's bring it.
From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line.
To Miles Boykin.
Fired that one in there. It'll make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Watch the pass. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. And watch the lane.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 19 right.
2nd and 2. Steps away to his, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
He was covered by Dante.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And incomplete. Crisis averted.
Jackson
almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about that. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run the counter now on 1st down. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 33, Ravens 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
He's
They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard pickup.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, 1 foot is set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. With the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We gon' run, we gon' hide.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's too hot.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Hey, watch that. Right team. Pioneer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
On the play. First down, Carolina.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Check 43.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Joey Sly.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Wait, he doesn't even have Lamar.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
The quarterback.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Second and goal at the Panthers' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
We got this. We got this. Back, back, back.
A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Fourth and goal.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable, as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Panthers 47. Ravens 20.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
48 for Mike. Check right. Motion. Reset. Hey, look.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Today's final score, Panthers.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.